Did you see that shit? MMA podcast. Hosted by mixed martial arts journalist Mike Strauss, aka Strauss21, and Chicago's number one underground comedian, Apollo Taj Mahal.
Thank you for listening. I am Mike Strauss, aka Strauss21.
And I am the number one underground comic, Apollo Taj Mahal.
If you like the interview, and we know you will, go ahead and give us a like and a follow on all the social media platforms, whether it is Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. It's all the same, guys. Did You See That Shit podcast?
Yeah. You can also find us at didyousee.thatshit.com.
And Stitcher, Google Play,
iTunes.
pretty much wherever you find your favorite podcast.
By the way, if you enjoyed this interview, go listen to the full podcast and everything we just told you.
.com. I want to welcome Steven Peterson to the show. He's, of course, a mixed martial arts fighter. Can't wait to see what in store for him next. He's Fortis MMA trained out in Dallas, right?
Yes, sir.
How's that going, man?
Man, it's going awesome. Fortis is blowing up. The team's doing real well. I'm real proud of my teammates, and we're finally starting to get noticed on national level.
Yeah, you mentioned you guys are starting to get noticed. A lot of guys from Fortis are really, what is it, in the water down there or what? You guys are, it's just your time, huh?
Yeah, I mean, we all have the winner mentality, and we breed that type of environment in training. Winners hang out with winners, and we're just iron sharpens iron. We're just growing and getting better.
That's for sure, man. Has the UFC, have they offered you anything?
No. Sean Shelby's said, a little bit after my fight, said they're looking forward to seeing more of me. And I'm kind of just getting better, I had a tough fight last fight, and, I'm on medical suspension still, so I'm taking my time, just working on being a better athlete overall. Still healing some scar tissue from that fight. I want to make sure I'm 100% when I get back in there, so I don't have any issues with cuts and whatnot.
You're incapable of having a boring fight, so we all can't wait for you to get back in there for sure, man. You're an exciting fighter. Maybe something that you can do in the meantime. It looks like you're a movie star now. Of course, I'm just kidding. You had that little Fight Fit lifestyle photo and video shoot. Did you enjoy that?
Oh yeah, that was awesome. Fight Fit Lifestyle is my brand. I've been working on it for the past year and a half or so, and we're just continuing to grow that, and that's where I'm putting a lot of my focus into, as well as just being a martial artist. But I got to have something to make money outside of fighting. For sure, man. I hear you. Was that the lifestyle brand? Was that something that you always wanted to get into? Way back in the day, I started my own brand called Just Break It. It's kind of in your face brand, and it didn't really make any money, but I would always make myself walkout shirts when I would fight, and that basically funded my training and gas to get to the gym. So I've always been kind of an entrepreneur, and then Fight Fit Lifestyle came around. I was just talking with my girlfriend about being fight fit and what it means, and how a lot of athletes train from fight to fight, but they don't live the lifestyle. And that's the next level is being a full-time fighter rather than just going from camp to camp, and that's what the Fight Fit Lifestyle is about.
It's very cool. I think it's a very clever name, man. I'm looking forward to see what you do with that brand. What did you think of the UFC 223? That whole melee, man. That whole craziness.
Man, that was insane. I'm sure everybody was shocked, but I knew McGregor was going to do something, but I didn't think he would go berserk like that. And now he's going to get sued, and he got himself into some trouble. But he managed to steal the headline on a card that he wasn't even fighting on.
Yeah, I mean, that 223 is one of the most highly anticipated cards. It was just stacked, and then, for it to lose 4 fights like that, I mean, it was still a decent card, but man, he like you said, he found a way to steal the headlines. So let me ask you, Ocho, how did your nickname come about?
So I moved from Los Angeles to Texas when I was a sophomore in high school, joined the football team, and I wore the number 8. Some kids were picking on me because I wasn't from around here, and they were all clicked up, and they were calling me Ocho because that was the number on my jersey, and I got in a fight with him, And since then, like nobody in the school knew my name, so they all knew me as Ocho after that, and then I became pretty much infamous for fighting.
I love it, and they didn't mess with you no more then.
No, not anymore. By the end of high school, yeah, I was infamous for fighting, and I bet you if they had that question, what I would do for a career in the yearbook, everybody would have said fighting.
And here you are.
Yeah.
You said a little bit earlier that you're still on medical suspension. How long, or when does that? I should say, when does that expire?
They gave me 6 months. There's, I can jump through some hoops and get, cleared if I go get CT scanned and do whatever the commission wants me to do. But I think I'm gonna just take my time with it, and let my scars heal, let my body heal, so I'm 100% healthy and ready to make a run when I get back in there.
For sure. Well, I appreciate your time, man. The floor is yours if you'd like to shout your sponsors and anything you'd like.
Yeah, check me out on Instagram at 8ocho08, on Twitter as well. And then check out my brand, Fight Fit Lifestyle. You can go to the website, fightfitlifestyle.com. Check us out on Instagram at Fight Fit Lifestyle. I appreciate you having me on, Mike.
Of course, anytime. If you could, man, a little tradition we have. Could you just say this is Steven Peterson, and you're listening to the Did You See That Shit podcast?
This is Steven Peterson, and you're listening to the Did You See That Shit podcast.
I appreciate it so much.
Yeah, no sweat, brother.